Hi, good evening, and welcome to our Zen for Beginners, Zen for Everyone beginners course. So tonight, I'd like to talk about mind wandering. So, have you ever had the experience when you feel that once you've settled into your meditation, somehow your mind starts to wander off? And it's only after some time that you actually notice it. You know, you've been lost in thoughts for quite some time. Now, when I began practicing meditation, I don't mind telling you, most of the time, maybe 70–80% of the time, I was lost in thoughts, thinking about mundane things like, what to eat for lunch? What should I do tomorrow? You know, who should I call to go out with? All sorts of, small things just came into my mind. And also a lot of random stuff, just random, maybe even can say silly stuff, just random thoughts about things that sometimes just didn't make sense. Like, what do I do if I won $1 million? So all those kinds of mind wandering happened to me. And at the beginning, I used to feel pretty guilty. What's going on? Am I not getting meditation right? Am I not practicing correctly? And that's how I felt, that I wasn't meditating correctly, because I was getting all these sort of thoughts coming to my head when I thought, maybe I should just have a very calm, still mind without any thoughts at all. So that happens with, I think, everyone. And I don't mind, I'm not hesitant to say that, everyone when they sit down to practice meditation, their mind will wander to some extent or other. So, and at the beginning, when people start practicing, they think, I can't do meditation because my mind is wandering. So they give up, because they have this idea that they have to have no thoughts. This kind of misconception in their mind that meditation is about having nothing in your mind. It's just like a blank. Of course, for those of you who've practiced meditation for some time, you know that's not true. Even if you meditated for years, really, really famous Zen master called the Sixth Patriarch, Myong, probably the greatest Zen master that ever lived in China. He lived around, I think, 680. And one day, he became famous throughout the whole of China because he basically kind of revitalized Zen practice. And from him came 5 schools of Zen. So anyway, one day, one of his students, a monk, went up to him and asked him, Master, do you have any thoughts when you practice meditation? Because I have a lot of thoughts, So he was expecting his teacher, the Zen master, to say, no thoughts at all, or, I don't have any thoughts when I practice meditation. And then he was really surprised when the Zen master said to him, non-stop, like a waterfall. So he was like little surprise, little shock. Then the Zen master added, Sixth Patriarch added, but I never attached to them. So not attaching to your thoughts means your thoughts can just come and go. Doesn't matter how many thoughts come. I mean, thoughts that just happen in an instant. If you don't engage with them. So they just come and go. But the problem is with us is that when we have some fixed idea about meditation, about this, I must have an empty mind or I must have no thoughts, then when thoughts appear, we start to check ourselves. Am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? Maybe I shouldn't have thoughts. And then maybe you start having an opinion and you start fighting your thoughts. Like, I must not have any thoughts. And you keep pushing away. So this idea, I must not have any thoughts, is also a thought. So you're just fighting thinking with thinking, which actually is pointless. So the sixth patriarch actually gave very good teaching. Just don't attach to them. Thoughts will arise by themselves. You can't control them. Okay? That's so important, I think I should say that again. You can't control your thoughts. They will appear whenever they want to appear. You can only be aware of them, be mindful of them, and let them come and go, just like a passing cloud. That's all. That's all you have to do. But it's in our nature to attach to our thinking. It's in our nature to believe in our thinking. So when some thought appears, we start to follow it and start to embellish it. And like the branches on a tree, maybe one branch comes up, then it spreads out, spreads out, spreads out. Then pretty soon you have a whole tree of thoughts. And suddenly you're feeling bad about it. So what's the remedy? Well, it's very simple. Firstly, we have to let go of this misconception that we shouldn't have any thoughts in meditation, regardless of whoever says it, okay? Because we've had it from a very high authority, the sixth patriarch, Zen master, the greatest Zen master in China. And also many good meditation teachers will tell you, don't fight your thoughts. The common phrase is, what you resist, persists. What you resist, persists. So, mind wandering is normal, completely normal, and you're not doing anything wrong in your meditation. So that's the first thing that you have to get in your head, or really accept that mind wandering is nothing wrong. In fact, researchers at Harvard University, they did some research on mind wandering. People who were in everyday situations, many kinds of everyday situations, working, eating, having coffee with friends, etc., etc. They found that these people, their minds wandered 50% of the time. And if you're observant about yourself, you will see it too. Even when you're talking to your best friend or your beloved partner, you can't pay attention 100% of the time. Your mind wanders sometimes. So that is normal. So what do we do about it? So this, again, comes back to the practice of being mindful. Mindful practice of meditation. So when you're sitting down in meditation and you notice that your mind has wandered off, don't worry. Don't jump up and say, oh no, it's gone wrong again. No, don't worry about that. Just notice it. And if you want to say to yourself, oh, mind wandering, that's okay, you can do that. Or you can also just gently guide yourself back to feeling for your breath again. Or if you're counting your breath, bring yourself back to counting your breath starting at 1. That's all. Don't judge yourself. Try not to beat yourself up. That's actually very simple. But practice, when you practice, you get better at it. So what happens is your awareness starts to become clearer, more acute, so that you'll notice your mind wandering quicker. Then you come back, and you're also able to let go quicker. That means you're not so attached to it. You get less and less attached to whatever thoughts appear in your mind. Then you can be present, okay? So then you don't worry about whatever thinking goes in your head. It's fine, because it's just a thought, has no substance, okay? So that's really it. Just remembering that mind wandering is normal. Not your practice isn't at fault. You just have to let go and come back to your meditation. That's all. Just keep coming back. Without judgment, without judging yourself, and without any high expectations of what your meditation should be, It's best not to have any fixed idea of what meditation should be, because it's an experience. Okay? So let's try it, put it into practice. For the next 15 or so minutes, let's just practice. Okay. So adjust your position. Find a nice, comfortable, alert posture for yourself. Close your eyes and settle in and feel for your breath. Feel the sensation of breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, know you're breathing in. Breathing out, know you're breathing out. And just let your awareness settle on that. And whenever you notice your mind has wandered off, then gently come back again to your breath. That's all. Very simple. Try not to get into any fights with your thinking or any judgments about yourself. Okay, let's try it. taking your time, start to open your eyes and bring your attention back to the room again. And thank you for your practice. I hope you found that useful. If you want to check out the previous classes in this course, just scroll back on this Facebook page or our YouTube channel, and you'll be able to start from week 1. So anyway, I hope that this has been a useful class for you, and do join us again next week, same time, Thursday, and have a nice end to the week. Take care. Bye.